Alright, I guess I'll get started with the pre-stream, everybody. What's everyone doing? Hello, hello, and welcome. It is December 31st, 2015, although for many of you, it might actually be January 1st, 2016, because it is indeed New Year's Eve, and there's a time zone difference, depending on where you live in the world, of course, and I do have a worldwide fan base. So, thank you very much, everyone, for those of you who are here live. Thank you to those of you who are watching this pre-stream on demand on YouTube. I'm Darkside Phil, and I guess I should say a preemptive Happy New Year. So, yes, 2016 is about to begin for me. It might have already begun for you. Hopefully, so far it's off to a good start. I certainly hope that all of you are safe and having fun and not doing anything too reckless. Because unfortunately, some people tend to get out of control and reckless during a time like this. Hopefully, you're not one of those people. Today's going to be a Rise of the Tomb Raider stream. And I haven't played this for a couple weeks. So, obviously, again, you know, I know that there's not a lot of people who are following this playthrough. That's perfectly fine. This was a game that kind of, unfortunately, got screwed over by multiple things. Being a Microsoft Xbox One exclusive, so it didn't sell. Coming out the same day as Fallout 4, so I didn't play it. And being a game that I really, you know, didn't really get too caught up in and really didn't enjoy too much. I thought that it was very overrated by the gaming media and didn't really get why a lot of people thought that this game was so amazing. Praising it, giving it 9.5s out of 10, and I'm playing it and I'm like, this isn't even as good as the first one. I don't know where people are getting this stuff from. I really don't. But hey, I guess people have different tastes and different opinions. I was not too impressed. I'm still not too impressed by this game. But I certainly have played it enough that I'm near the end. From what people have said, if I just played it and didn't do any side content, I could probably beat it today. But you know me, I tend to get lost, or not really lost, but I tend to wander a little bit and explore a little bit. And so, more than likely, I probably won't be beating Rise of the Tomb Raider today, but there'll be maybe one more session, where I'll be playing it and finishing it up probably in the next week, okay? Now, you might be saying, well, wait a minute. Phil, I thought originally you were going to do a marathon today. You were going to be doing a marathon of whatever the patrons had voted for. The patrons from the month of November, have been voting all month on what the special marathon would be for this month. And what's the results of that? Well, I posted them up on Twitter a few minutes ago, actually. As of right now, Conker's Bad Fur Day HD is in a resounding lead in the polls. And it's very much looking like, unless all of a sudden there's a huge rush of voters who didn't vote and they come in last minute to vote, I think that we're going to be playing Conker's Bad Fur Day all day tomorrow on stream. Now, being that this special stream is a reward to the patrons for the month of November, I thought about it and I was like, gee, you know what? As I said, I have a worldwide viewer base. And being that today is New Year's Eve, if I were to do that marathon stream today, chances are a lot of people might be in the middle of their New Year's Eve celebrations. I know a lot of people party or do stuff with their family and friends and stuff during New Year's Eve. It's a holiday. So it would kind of be unfair for those who pledged and wanted to see this cool marathon take place if they couldn't attend it because they're in the middle of a holiday celebration. You know what I mean? So I actually rescheduled everything, shuffled it around a little bit, and I made it so that the marathon will be tomorrow, alright? And today would be Rise of the Tomb Raider. So I fully expect that this stream is going to have very low attendance. Very low. I would be shocked if we get 200 people on stream today. Because typically half the people who tune in for the streams are international, and I know that they're all going to be celebrating. So I really doubt we're even going to get 200 people on stream today. We'll see. I mean, if we do, great, but I'm not expecting much. Tomorrow, I would think people are going to be recuperating, right? A lot of people drink or whatever on New Year's Eve, and so they'll probably be recovering tomorrow. Maybe they want to see me do a fun marathon stream of a platformer game, which looks like it will probably be Conker's Bad Fur Day. Oh crap, my controller batteries are low. Did you see that pop up on the screen? I'm gonna have to go get new batteries before we start here. So that's why I rescheduled everything, alright? So allow me to explain to you very briefly what you can expect for the next few days, so that way there's no kind of misconceptions or confusion. All right. Today, Rise of the Tomb Raider, right now on stream, 3.5 to 4 hours of gameplay with a, probably a break in there somewhere. Tonight, I'll be beginning my favorite playthroughs of the year countdown, which is, I don't know how many I'm going to do. I'm thinking I may only do like a limited series, maybe a 5-video series. I don't want to go too crazy and make it another top 10 countdown or anything like that. But what I'd like to do is kind of run down the games that I really had the most fun playing for you this year and really enjoyed the playthroughs versus Game of the Year awards, because it's different. Game of the Year awards means the game is new. It means that, stacked up against all the other stuff this year, quality of gameplay and amount of gameplay, how much I enjoyed it, all stacked together. What is my favorite game of the year versus playthroughs of the year? What was the most fun to play and to share with people? Whether it was a stream that was interactive, whether it was a game that maybe was not a new release, but it was a classic that people really wanted me to play, and I played it, and I really enjoyed it. That's the kind of stuff you're going to see in this countdown. It's a very positive countdown, and it's going to be pretty different from the Game of the Year awards in a lot of ways, okay? So, that's what I'll be working on tonight, and I hope to maybe have 1 to 2 videos for you tonight in that series, okay? Tomorrow will be the marathon, the platforming marathon, which looks like it's going to be Conker's Bad Fur Day HD. Saturday, I'm going to return to Yakuza for my gameplay stream. There will be a new DSP Tries It on Saturday. This is a brand new item that I tried out this week that I didn't know existed. I tried it, and I actually really liked it. So that'll be a fun DSP Tries It. Sunday, I'm going to be making a new pot of Italian sauce, and when I do that, it takes up some time early on because I have to get the sauce simmering before I can actually start to stream. So what I decided to do was to do Minecraft Story Mode Episode 4 on Sunday. So that way it's a shorter thing. People have said it's 90 minutes to 2 hours long. So that way, since I'm starting late, it's cool because it's only a shorter game anyway. Okay? And then I'm also going to be working on year-end series and the weekend preview Sunday night. And then Monday, what I'm thinking, we're going to have almost a throwback day where what I want to do, I'm thinking I want to play Assassin's Creed Syndicate on Monday. I'm finally at the point here where I have a little bit of freedom in my schedule. And I think I want to do Assassin's Creed Syndicate possibly on Monday because I want to do one final stream of the game where I do the post-game content, the missions for the Queen of England. There's apparently a Easter egg throwback, or not throwback, Easter egg time travel mission where you go to World War I or II. I'm not sure because I didn't do it. And I want to do that because I've wanted to do that ever since I freaking played the game, back in October, November, and I never had a chance to do that. So I'd like to do that probably Monday, I'm thinking, while, again, I'm pairing that with year-end series. And then this week's going to be fun because this week I'll be still continuing on with Yakuza. If I need to do a final stream of Rise of the Tomb Raider, I'm going to do it. But this week I'm going to start a couple new games too, I think. I think this week, coming up, for the first week of January, we'll start things with some fresh stuff. And I think that it's going to be possibly Undertale and also Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories. Those are the first 2 new game playthroughs that I want to do in the year of 2016. Start off with a bang, huh? That'd be pretty good. So what you'll see for the next kind of couple of weeks, I mean, really, there's no new releases until January 19th, which is Resident Evil Zero's HD remake from Capcom. You're going to see me juggling Undertale, the conclusion of Rise of the Tomb Raider, the continuation of Yakuza 5, and probably Grand Theft Auto. And then probably for the rest of the month, it'll just be me doing Resident Evil and all those games juggled. And then if I finish off a few of those, I may do Lego Avengers later on in January. But the second half of January, once I finish my year-end series, is going to be a focus on me doing my new stuff, meaning more daily vlogging, more edited videos. I'm going to try to launch the new channel, which, again, I at this point, I'm not going to give too much information about it, but I've got it ready. I've got the plan in place now. I do. And I'm very interested in seeing what's going to happen with this. So a new channel, more vlogging, continuing playthroughs. It's going to be a ton of fun. I really do. I really think it's going to be a ton of fun. And I'm looking forward to January. So I hope that you are too. I hope that you got a very positive attitude about the future, because I do. And that is the way to approach it. I want to leave all the negative, stupid bullshit of 2015 behind me. All the trolling, all the garbage, all the nonsense, the negativity, all of the complete assholishness and just really dickish stuff that people did to me in the year 2015. I'll be honest. You know, I'm the first to admit that I have flaws. I do. But it seems like in 2015, people came out of the woodwork to basically shit all over me for whatever fucking reason. Even people I don't even talk to or know came out to just be dicks. And, I mean, I'm not going to get into it because I don't want to focus on the negative, but you guys know all the bullshit that happened in 2015. Personal shit coming out that has nothing to do with anything and shouldn't be publicly aired, and all kinds of just ridiculous bullshit. And it's time to fucking leave it in the past. It's time to move forward positively and embrace a new year and a new focus on a new way and a new business strategy, right? So it should be interesting. It certainly should be interesting. And, you know, it goes hand in hand. I hope that all of you as well will focus on the positive in the future and leave all that drama of 2015 behind us, and we can move forward for a better year, right? I really think that this year could be one of the best years ever if things goes well, you know what I mean? So we'll see. We shall see. But anyway, I digress. The only real thing that I want to talk about now before we start, and before I go get batteries for my controller, which obviously I'm going to need, two quick things. Number one, please continue to vote on the funniest moments of the year. I'm going to close those polls over the weekend probably. Or I think I'll give everyone this final weekend to vote on what their funniest moments were. And I'll probably close that off early next week, because then I'm going to start working on that as a year-end series. So I need those results. So if you have not yet, please go to thekingofhate.com forums. Please vote on their funniest moments. There's 3 polls there. There are 27 moments for you to vote on. And then early next week, I'll be closing those up. And you'll be able to basically see the year-end series, what you voted for. All right? That's going to be coming up in the next couple of weeks. Cool? And then last but certainly not least, ladies and gents, there is, as of right now, less than 12 hours left to pledge to my Patreon for the month of December at patreon.com/darksidephil. Right now, it's very uncertain whether or not we've hit the goal for December, the funding goal to do the Rockathon 2.0. And the reason I say that is because we've had 2 idiots who kept false pledging to the stupid thing, and Patreon refuses to do anything about it to permanently ban them. They claim there's going to be a way to do it in the next 3 months. So I keep removing it, but they keep repledging. And then today I actually got another large pledge, and I don't know if it's legit or not. And there have been other pledges too, other pledgees who last month pledged certain amounts, and they haven't updated them, so I don't know if that's going to change or not. So it's very uncertain. I would love to say, yes, we hit the goal, but I don't know if we did. I don't want to give everyone a false sense of security when I don't know what's going to happen. So it's the very last day for you to pledge. If you pledge, what do you get? You get private perks, personal perks, such as getting text or verbal shout-outs in my videos, getting your questions answered on Ask the King, or even getting a private Q&A video made for yourself, okay? In addition to that, you contribute towards that monthly goal. If we hit the goal by midnight tonight, well, it wouldn't be midnight tonight. That's the deadline for you to pledge, but the pledges will actually be processed over the next week. So if we do hit that goal as the pledges are processed over the next week, we will be doing Rockathon 2.0, another rock band marathon at the end of January. And if you do pledge $5 or more by the end of today, 12 hours, you'll be able to suggest the songs that you want me to play during this marathon on my forums. And I'll be using that as a guide during this next marathon, okay? So, that's going to be fun. That's going to be very fun. And hopefully we hit the goal, all right? Now, what else? Obviously, your patron support is allowing me to continue to do this as my job. You're allowing me to continue to put out videos daily, to live stream daily, to do my new business strategy in 2016, which is a triple focus of more vlogging, daily gameplay, and edited content on a daily basis. And I think it's going to be a ton of fun, and it's going to be something really interesting that everyone's going to enjoy Ultimately, no matter what you want the raw gameplay, you want the abridged edited gameplay, or you want more vlogging, you're going to get more of everything. So it's a win-win-win. But obviously, the patron support allows it to happen, all right? So please consider pledging. Patreon.com/DarksidePhil, okay? And of course, last but not least, I'll do a very quick plug to my girlfriend Leanna's business, The Black Current, which can be found at etsy.com/shop/The Black Current. Less than 12 hours left. If you want to use the discount code CELEBRATE100, that's CELEBRATE100, you can get 10% off your order of $20 or more. She sells handmade glycerin soaps, as well as wax tart melts. This is very high quality stuff, much better than the stuff you would buy at like a local store or supermarket. This is basically designer stuff. Good for your skin, not a detergent bar, smells great. Wax tarts that last way longer and smell way better than what you would buy at a retail store. So check that out. And shout out to Gino Saji in the stream chat who just put up the link to Leanna's business. She had a very successful year, way over 100 orders this year. And, you know, I'd like to end it off strong. Maybe a couple orders today would be nice. But, you know, just saying, just throwing that out there. And you might say, why do I plug that? Very simple. Because, duh, we live together. And any income we bring into the household helps the household. So, that's another way. Now, you know, you can watch my videos. You could share the content. You can pledge to Patreon. Or you could be a patron of her business as well. All those things help us. Okay? Alright, so that is it for the pre-stream, everyone. I'm going to end the pre-stream. I'm going to run downstairs and grab batteries for the controller, because the controller's apparently about to die. And then we're going to have around 3.5 hours or so of Rise of the Tomb Raider here on stream. Okay? So thank you for being here. Happy New Year. Preemptive Happy New Year to those of you who it's not New Year yet, like me. Happy New Year to those of you who it is 2016. Thanks very much for being on the stream. Like I said, I'm not expecting much from this stream because it is New Year's Eve. But it's cool that some of you came out. Thanks for being here, and let's get this show on the road.